screen.
Hello, live
Whatever.
screen.
It's literally right behind me, like 2 steps away.
Okay,
You
go
don't
put your
need the
chocolate
chocolate.
there.
Stop it.
I don't need chocolate. It's too early.
I have popcorn.
You
You're
popcorn.
all a bunch of menaces, but I adore
I mean,
It's
what
Dorito
kind of
flavored.
popcorn is it?
She said,
Wait, you have
"Oh,
Dorito flavored popcorn? Which Dorito
Yeah.
flavor?
Cool Ranch.
okay,
That's
getting
the
off
that's the
topic. Stop."
no,
Sorry.
that's the correct one.
you. Okay.
I gotta turn.
So, a
everybody up
recap of
now.
what happened last time. You guys found each other after splitting the party, ended up pissing off the forest, fighting some shambling mounds, as well as an awakened tree. Kind of got your shit rocked there a little bit. A lot of people were engulfed and suffocated, and you guys were
Who
hurting
needs
pretty
it?
bad.
Yeah,
But
my friends are gone in a moment.
you managed to survive and make your way down the cliffside with the assistance of rope and some very high strength and dexterity checks and whatnot. So you traveled around further down the road. You caught wind of Vale trying to set even more forest fires, just blatantly pissed off at something, not really knowing what it is. And as you stopped to rest for the night, a confrontation was had between Dante and Vale, where Dante released his fury that he had been building up for some time at these actions that were taken, and tried to cut Vale in half. Bokash stepped in, being hit by the blade as well, as it seemed to go through with unnatural force before Dante's body was consumed in lightning and turned into a spectral dragon that stood over a unconscious, or no, that stood over everybody with a little bit of assistance from your dwarf, releasing a fireball into the mix, causing Vale to drop to zero, to be officially on death's door, as each one of you try to step in to help Vale. The dragon prevented you from aiding assistance without some kind of check to see if you could get through to your friend that was surrounded in this lightning. Every single one of you who attempted was unable to convince this new form of Dante, this strange dragon, to actually let you help your friend, and turned you all away. And as Vale's life started to deplete, bleeding into the ground, Dante came back to their senses, using the last of the dragon magic to bring them Vale back up to 1 HP, scarring them across their body with a lightning pattern of, like when you get hit by lightning, you have the lightning pattern of scarring
Yeah, the
before
tattoo.
passing out themselves. Vale, just kind of over everything, cast a spell onto Dante to make sure that they were safe before stepping back into the flames that were still burning from the fireball and trying to just go out in a blaze of glory. The rest of you did manage to pull Vale out of the flames and stabilize them, but they are currently unconscious. Both Vale and Dante are out at the moment.
Hello.
You're here.
Hello,
Hi.
Vale.
I just did the recap of what happened.
I'm sorry, I'm late. You can blame the person right next to me, Ashlyn.
I'm sorry.
All right, I will
Nah,
be
you're good.
on in like 2 seconds. Let me just throw clothes on.
You're
No,
fine.
I
Your
bl-
character's
I blame
currently
Jess.
your character's
Unconscious,
currently
you-
passed out, so you're fine.
I
You can
mean,
be
I
passed
was
out.
not going to be present until later in the session anyway, so that works.
Have
But
good
welcome
breakfast.
How are you guys doing?
I'm happy you're here.
I am
Yeah.
also happy I'm here. I am
I-
very trying to wake up right now, though.
I am
where
weakened
are
at
my
burning.
Just
shirts?
heads up.
Mm.
We are live on Twitch, Brett, by the way.
Yes, we are live on Twitch.
Yep. Everybody is hearing us.
Mm.
Following
Okay.
both of the companions being passed out,
I can't be kissing people while on a call that's live on Twitch. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
you can, but you probably need to mute yourself.
I mean, I am trying to get dressed.
I will mute her.
I will mute me. Thank you, Modern. You're good.
It was
Just
funny
like give
you
me
said
30 seconds.
Oh,
when this is-
So,
I want to make a joke right there, but we're on Twitch.
Do it.
Okay.
You won't, you coward.
okay, we're gonna get
Back
through
on
the
topic.
session because
Sorry,
we're gonna
Barb.
go with a month without moderns. We're gonna get through our story beats today.
All right.
So as Dante and Vale both lie on the ground, Vokash, you said that you were going to take Vale's body with you and Trina just kind of off to the side and have like your own little separate camp. So just watch over them
Yep.
separate from the group.
Yep.
So I'm
God,
just
I
gonna
did
take
say last session that I am carrying Dante.
Alright, so you guys are over
I
here
just
on
heard
that
quiet.
side. And then I'm gonna just move you guys around a little bit. Drag Dante over here. Nibbles, I almost didn't see you.
I almost didn't see myself.
I'm gonna
Such
just,
a good rogue. Using
I'm
one.
just gonna turn your light on so that we can see you. Because you're so little.
I blend in.
You do, you do. You'd be an excellent rogue if you weren't a cleric.
I mean, still can happen.
That still can happen.
You can always just what
Multi-class.
is it? Multi-class, yeah.
Stealth healing, let's go.
You know what? That is an idea for another time.
Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So you guys have kind of
Stay on topic, Karen.
sort of separated. You're still in earshot. You can still see each other, but you're kind of just like two separate groups of kids sitting across the lunchroom right now.
Oh, I hate that.
Me
It
too,
is-
to be honest.
Just out of curiosity, did anybody go to like put out the rest of the fires that were started?
We did say we were gonna put out the fires last session because we don't want what happened beforehand.
Okay.
Yep.
Just checking.
Yeah, we're not gonna repeat the forest fire of 1962
I'm
or
glad
whatever
you
year,
remember
year
that.
it is.
You're
I
so
do.
old.
I am 30 now, so
Oh.
yeah.
Alright, so it
Color
is getting
father.
dark. So
I
you
am weakened
will-
at burning Dante, so it's weakened at Dante.
So you will need to take watches, as a lot of commotion has happened in these woods today.
I feel like we were on our second watch, but we gotta restart now, I think.
Yeah, first watch, a lot went down, so yeah, I'll say it's second watch at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna put Dante down in the very awkward position because it just looks normal. And then put my helmet back on. And then just sit down on this log and just watch.
Knock it off.
Is anybody on watch with Frost, or is Frost taking watch by themselves?
Penny will stay up.
Okay. Penny and
You guys,
Frost.
two people with no dark vision.
Penny has dark vision.
Never mind, the one person without dark vision.
Oh yeah. Oh, because you're a half elf. That's right. We keep saying that we whenever we talk about her, we say she's human, but she's a half elf.
Because
I
her
don't know
model
who
looks
you're talking about, but okay.
because her
You-
model looks
Anyway,
human.
No, okay, whatever.
I need either a perception check from each of you or one of you with advantage.
I will give her advantage since she has dark vision.
That was a 10 and a 13 plus, so the 13 plus 4, which will be 17.
So a 17.
Mm-hmm.
So as you and Frost sit down and you take a moment to just focus in on the forest, you notice that since the fight, all the sounds of the bugs, the evening flying creatures, whether they be bats or owls or whatever else might be venturing around in this forest, have all gone silent.
I don't need that right now.
There's like
just
just a bubble of silence in this side of the forest, which, while you're not overly familiar with the way that the world works, it does strike you as odd. But as far as
Oh my god, my mouse
seeing
is so
any
sensitive.
other
I forgot how down tuned your
moving
mouse
creatures
to
or
your
anything
mouse.
like that, you don't hear anything.
Monster.
It is
Like 400 DPI or
hauntingly
some shit.
silent. Just the breathing of your companions is the only sound to be heard.
Wow, it's so silent. I can only hear a couple talking in the background.
That couple behind the tree.
Yeah. Hey, you, but get back there. Get out of there.
Two random tree people.
Do you want to make people like you more?
Benny?
You should go upstairs, knock on the door, and ask
Yes,
PJ
Frost?
and Cleo.
It's very
to
quiet
come
out here.
upstairs
Is this
with
what
me.
it's normally like in a forest without
And
snow?
take my card so that they think you paid for it, but you didn't.
Not typically, but we have been into at least one forest before that was like
You
this.
know where my wallet is, right?
Also, your friends are weird.
Like the blue Coast Cap.
I think there's something greater going on that hasn't been explained.
Well, yes, that, but they're also weird.
I think we all are. So what's going on with the... She's gonna point to her face.
Frost is gonna tilt their head. But, like, what? Your face is fine. I don't see anything wrong with it.
You're a skeleton.
I'm Frost. Now they're gonna take off their helmet.
Hello.
Okay, the tree people said hello.
What?
I'm back, and I have no one being needy. Sorry for interrupting. I am here. I exist.
Very good.
Tailspire.
Yes.
Yes. Yes and no. I am... Actually, I don't know what I am. Though I do know I'm not undead. When I woke up... Actually, I don't know what year it is, so I don't know how long it's been, but I woke up a long time ago and saw people were in trouble, so I helped them. But I didn't have my armor on, or didn't have an armor yet, so they thought I was undead. But it was strange that an undead was helping them. And I learned that the people I saved were a group of clerics and monks. And they tried to do the normal cleric thing, destroy undeads, yada yada yada. It didn't work. And then I spent some time with them, and they told me that I'm not an undead. I am something called a construct. I'm a mix of humanoid bone and metal. They advised me to, if I can, encase my bone with more metal so that I don't scare people, and also find armor so I don't scare people. All I remember, from what I can remember, is falling asleep and then waking up in whatever I am now. So I'm trying to find out who did this and why.
Well, I guess that makes two of us.
I did want to
Um,
ask you too. I did hear you were born recently, which seems strange since, from what I understand from people, when one person is usually born, they're a small creature, and now you, instead of a big thing like you.
I don't know if born is the right word, but as much as I just woke up in the middle of a burning village.
Oh, that's kind of
While
funny. You woke up
Dante
in burning village. I woke up in a frozen tundra.
woke up in a burning village in the middle of a fight and jumped in to help. But I don't have any memories.
Pretty funny. At least you have skin and flesh and stuff. I'm just, and if they go to tap on their skull, it's like ting ting ting. Yeah, I am trying to, as I said, encase the rest of the whatever bone shows in metal, and then also build myself a body. But that's gonna take time.
No.
Maybe this, and I pull out the frozen leg. Maybe this thing will help me give me some money. And then they're
Well,
gonna put their helmet back on. What are we gonna say?
thank you for sharing.
I mean, I don't really get to share. Most people either try to attack and I have to kill them, or they run away. Because, well, I kind of made a. I'm not known here, but I am known back home. I have been. I made a myth of myself back home so people know not to go after the innocent.
Well, I'd say that with this group you'd have nothing to worry about, but after tonight, I'm not so sure.
Yeah. Those two seem troubled.
We'll hopefully get it figured out.
Is he breathing? I can't tell. And I point to Dante on the ground. I put him in the Yamcha pose.
He is breathing steadily. It doesn't seem labored or of any kind of struggle, but they are deeply asleep.
Oh yeah, he's
So-
a prince, right?
So he says.
I'll be honest, I've never really met royalty of any kind. They don't really exist back home. I kind of figured they'd be shinier. Alright. That's all I got.
Is there anything else either of you want to do before we move on to third shift?
I guess wake up third shift.
Alright. Who wants to take third shift? Not
I think
them.
the only one who wasn't the only one who wasn't at third shift was Nibbles, because it was Dante and Tyrannus as first shift.
Yeah.
So I guess now Nibbles be alone. Goodbye.
Hello.
Who's having audio issues?
Looks like Moon is going in and out.
How about now?
Moon, you alright?
Their mic's been messing up lately.
Fun.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I go to Pat Nibbles awake. It's your turn for a watch.
Oh, there they go. I'm up. I'm up.
Alright, Nibbles. I guess you're gonna be on watch alone while they have their audio issues.
Penny can stay up.
Penny won't get the benefit of a full rest if she stays up.
I
Question.
think. Hold
I
on.
have a question for God, real quick.
Go for it, because I'm looking stuff up.
Would you say it's been 6 hours since the first and second watch? I don't know.
Well, everybody kind of got woken up on first watch. So, you're gonna need to take a full watch with the rest.
Okay, because I do want to say, I sleep, but I stay in emotionless state, but I'm actually still conscious.
Right,
Except
you
to
just
not
can't
move.
do anything with that.
Yeah. So technically, I'm always watching.
Sounds terrifying.
Yes, I'm a cryptid.
I'm back, y'all. Sorry.
Welcome back.
I'm back.
I see you
Yeah.
put Discord on PlayStation.
I did. Just like for some reason it just started disconnecting and connecting, and like I'm just.
Oh, so
yeah.
you weren't hitting the button?
No.
Love when that happens. So fun.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Christmas presents.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
Penny and Frost, you guys go to sleep. Nibbles, you get up. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Perception. Nice. 15 plus 5, 20.
Alright. So as you get up and look at the stars and the moon and you look around, you two also feel the overwhelming sense of pressure in this part of the... I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to turn you down. I can't do the echo.
Sorry.
I understand that you're having trouble, so I'm just gonna turn you down, just so I don't feel like I'm interrupting somebody, which is just me. You feel the overwhelming pressure of that the forest just feels heavy, as there are no crickets, no nighttime animal scavenging, none of that. There's almost not even wind at this point. The forest is collectively just holding its breath after the display of the dragon. The only thing you hear is the slight snoring of Trina and the soft breathing sounds of your party. Is there anything you'd like to do while everybody's passed out?
Chase your tail, perhaps.
Feed the younglings.
Yeah, I'll do my due diligence. Make sure they stay alive.
They don't feel weird.
Yeah, they probably did, but general cleaning. And kind of just really have my ears on high alert, listening as best I can because she's more used to like sounds, so she's kind of a little unsettled that it's really silent and she can only hear her party members. But yeah, she's just on high alert while tending to the raccoon young. I know I named them. I forgot their names.
You gave them food names.
I did give them food names. It was like bacon and waffles or something like that.
Bacons and waffles.
They're now croissant and baguette.
No, they're not tracked.
No, their names are Nugget and Bacon.
I will be
You
right
know,
back.
we can
Track people.
Just Junior and Yamcha pose.
So as you unnervingly just keep an ear just kind of twitching to hear anything that isn't the sound of your own party, listening for any kind of rustling of leaves, a snap of a twig, a flap of a wing, just anything that sounds like nature, you're just met with deafening silence. And as time goes on, the sun begins to rise. And ever so slightly in the distance, you start to hear the sound of nature returning to life. As dawn approaches. As the rest of you wake up and you look around, Vale is gone.
Oh. I didn't see anything. They're just gone.
We rolled their stealth last session, they rolled a 28 stealth.
Ah.
So, yeah, no, they're gone.
I don't know if you use this, but in contested roles in other campaigns, my DM was just like, yeah, natural 20 just adds 10.
I need to say, nobody rolled
right
close
back.
to seeing them leave.
Yeah, my 20 wasn't gonna reach anywhere near that.
I am restarting my computer, y'all. It's just acting funky a little bit. So
Moon, if you ever want help troubleshooting, I've got a guest over today, so not today, but I will help you troubleshoot if you want to sit down for an hour and are having consistent problems.
usually no.
Okay.
But today it's just being it's yeah, I'll shut up.
You're good.
No.
So, as you all wake
That's
up,
mood.
Vale is gone. You do get the benefit of a long rest.
Yay.
Hey.
Back to full health from 20.
Yeah, I have 12 health out of 58.
Yeah, you guys, you took a beating yesterday. You had an extremely hard battle and then an unexpected battle on top of that. But yes.
When I get up and I walk around, I purposefully, if Dante is laying down, I kick him and I'm saying,
shit, no,
oops,
that's bad.
sorry, I tripped.
He's in Yamcha pose, so it makes sense. No, he's in Yamcha right now.
Oh.
Which is funny because it was someone else who threw the fireball.
That is true. That was Tyrannus that cast
Yep.
Fireball.
I had gotten hit by an axe at that point, and yeah, no. I was not. I mean, I did get hit by the fireball, that's right. There was
You
two
did.
things that hit me.
Yeah, the fire hit you, and it downed the party. The whole party. Party of 16.
Because it just happened, give me a history check with advantage.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not my forte, but I will do my best.
Terry, would I also get a full rest from this?
Yes.
Okay.
19 on the roll, and I am pulling up my character sheet again.
You're good. 19
plus-
beats the number I had in my head. You're good.
Who
Okay.
does not get the benefits of a long rest here?
You.
So, as you're recalling the evening's events, and you recall getting struck by the axe and then blown up by a fireball, you do remember Vale's face just looking at you like, fuck, and trying to push you out of the way of the fireball.
Well, that's a party member.
you can keep that information on mind when moving forward that Vale did try to save you from that attack.
Yep.
Nibbles is sitting on the ground a little sad. She's like, man, I'm starting to like Vale. Let me leave.
To be fair, last night was pretty. Oof.
Yeah.
I can't really blame him.
Yeah.
I know. Her ears are drooping a little bit.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh bye, Moon.
Oh.
I'm gonna pick Nibbles up, put them on the cloak.
Is it working now, Moon?
Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
You hear us now, Moon.
I see it lighting up,
Y'all
but
hear me?
yay!
Yes.
You can turn your
We
volume
good?
back up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Awesome.
up.
Amazing.
Okay.
Now time to give Moon uppies, everyone.
Yep, everybody needs to
All
turn
right.
Moon uppies.
So now what do we do? Do we talk? Do we beat people up? Do we knock people
Let's
out
not
again?
beat
I
people
mean,
up.
they
I ain't
already
getting
kind of
all
beat
that.
each other up. Maybe
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
I can't handle an expectation. Her ears droop even more.
Well, when I meant people, I mean like the belt, but okay.
At this point, Dante's just gonna kind of sit up, look around, look down. Taryn, how much does he remember?
Make me a history check.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So rolled a 15, but my give me a minute. Look into history. 17.
That's what you needed to meet. So, you remember the fight with Vale, the unbridled rage that you just let out, and you remember
So I
losing control of yourself. What happens when you lost control is a little fuzzy, as you only have almost like looking through a fog. You get glimpses and pieces of faces, but you remember the sense of an overwhelming force in control of your body. You were just a passenger at that point for a short period of time before it released you and let you back to being yourself, and then using the last bit of your energy to make sure that Vale didn't die, and then passing out.
So I'm gonna start off with this. I take full responsibility for what I did. I fucked up. The only thing that I will say is I lost everything past the moment that I swung that axe down. It's fuzzy. If you don't believe me, I can understand.
So you remember hitting me with it, right?
I don't remember
I
necessarily.
mean, I was there before the axe hit. You did not stop the swing, and you said you remember swinging the axe. Do you remember
Yes.
hitting with the axe?
Would I remember hitting with the axe, Taryn, or is like the rage essentially at that point? That's where like I just kind of go foggy.
Because it wasn't just your normal barbarian rage, it was an unbridled rage. Where from the moment the axe started to come down, you have lost all sense of control at that point.
I remember swinging the axe. Everything past that is a fog. I remember glimpses, y'all seemed a lot shorter than what was normal, but I then it was like I went to swing the axe. Everything goes foggy with like minor glimpses here and there. And then I see Vale is down. I shot lightning into Vale to get him up, and then I blacked out again. Once again, if it's apparently, especially you, Vocash, if you want to call bullshit, I don't blame you. If I was in your situation, I'd call bullshit as well. But that's my honest to God truth. Now, when saying that, I still take full responsibility for what happened, but that's the truth. And if there's any way that I can prove it that y'all know of, I will happily do it.
Dante,
Yes.
do you have a god?
People have multiple.
Do you have a god?
I worship one of them, mainly one of them, a little bit of a second one, but yeah, we
Or your
call
gods?
him Dova.
What is a What's a Dova? What god? Kind of god is that? There's, I know there's
what-
humans and dwarves and elves and stuff like that, and they all pray to their own gods.
Well, for one, the gods of my people aren't humans. They're full-fledged dragons. I'll try to make this short. Essentially, my people, we have multiple colored draconics, and each
They're nodding their
draconic.
head.
Huh?
They're nodding their head with your information.
Oh, and Taryn, how many colored draconics are there?
There's 8.
There's 8 different colors of draconic in my village, and therefore we have 8 different gods. One being for each of the colors. Obviously, they each have a different role, but I mainly worship the blue draconic god Dova. He's one of the war gods of my people. We rely on Dova for speed, quick thinking, rapid attacks. Obviously there are a few blue draconics who are more sturdy, but mainly Dova is worshipped for speed and quickness in battle because they're lightning. Why?
You kept talking like saying words like in God or whatever this and that. So I just figured I'd ask what your god is. It was more curiosity. Never
Oh.
heard of your gods before.
Honestly, I don't blame you. Our gods are mainly just kind of our own people, really.
Also, I was curious since there are no gods where I come from.
Fair enough. But what exactly happened after I blacked out?
You're very
became a-
mean.
Turned into a dragon.
Yeah, it became a lightning dragon.
Mean dragon.
Dante just kind of like raises an eyebrow. It's like, I became.
Well, you were still you. You were floating in the air. I tried to suplex you. It didn't work. I got lightninged a lot. But we tried to help. You became like a translucent blue dragon type thing. Every time we tried to help Vale, you went no. You did not like that. And
So
then Penny said some things. It made you sad, and then you came back.
Dante at this point is gonna look down with a very confused face. Like the kind of look where it's like if you really look at it, like, there's no way that he could fake this rather confused look before finally looking back up. Is like, so let me trying to connect this in my head here. I swung the axe. I black out, but
Sure.
I swung the axe. Apparently, Vocash dived in between me and Vale when I swung the axe. Got hit in the process, both of them, and then I became a translucent blue dragon.
I mean, you were inside it, but yeah.
Yeah. You were floating too. That's why I guess we looked short to you.
Did I try and attack anybody when I was this blue dragon?
Only when you
Not
when,
at all.
when we tried to help Vale.
Just when we tried to help Val, you were very angry.
But,
After
like-
Tyrannus shot a fireball at him.
At that moment, Dante kind of looks back at Tyrannus. It's just like, before looking at him and then looks back, it's like, okay. But whenever I say attack, I'm talking like, did I try and like swipe to cause damage to anybody?
Only when we tried to help Vale.
I point at my back.
When trying to suplex you,
I didn't
Okay, that
suplex him.
I did.
Oh.
Okay, but
I wouldn't-
for all it sounds like from the situation that attacking was more so you walking into my body apparently, so that's on you. I'm not taking the blame for that attack.
Yeah, you were so mad that you wouldn't let us help Vale at any cost, but didn't cause harm to anyone else.
You should probably take some anger management classes.
Again, I point at my back.
At that point, Dante just looks at Vocash and is like, I don't blame you if you don't accept this, but I am sorry. I had no control.
I appreciate your apology.
And once-
I agree with what Sugar just said, though. You can't let it get to that point anymore.
I don't even know. Well, okay, angry, but that part, I'll try not to get to that point. But
No more raging. Ever.
Or how about you promise not to swing axes at your party members, eh? There's a good one.
Or we could try to talk out how we feel about each other in a very calm manner. And it's crazy that I'm saying this, but you know, before me, I don't even know for you guys. I don't even know what's happening, and like for that not to happen again.
Yeah, we're still new. Y'all are weird. But in a good way, in a bad way, you. But in a good way, everyone else.
Look here, Frost. No offense. The whole thing is weird. First of all, from the very moment that we all met, we just see Penny naked in the middle of the fucking street after me, Tyrannus, and Vocash were in a bar. Fast forward, we end up fighting a acid-leaking werewolf gnome child. Then, before that, we met some weird person who we owed a favor to because we were just being nice. Went to the Feywild, met Vale. All that stuff happened beforehand. Then we met y'all.
Hey,
Then
wait.
we met that damn fucking dwarf that fucked
I
everything.
like that dwarf. I really like that dwarf. He was very nice.
Yeah, but he also changed, at least in the Fae anyways, a large chunk of history. We don't know what problem, well, we're seeing already little bits of that, because while yes, the town whenever we returned looked the same,
No,
the
it didn't.
lady who owns the brewery, that wasn't her name before we left the Fae. Also, she was married. You know, we've seen the changes for Vale. Even though I was pissed at him, like, God forbid. When I say God forbid, I mean that as just like a genuine thing. It's just like, who knows what he's going through? On top of him coming here. Who knows what happened to Tyrannus's or Vokash's past now? Or well, Vokash, no offense, but your past is still how you remember it because well, this is what you remember. But God forbid what happened. God forbid what happened to Tyrannus, and on top of that, God knows what's changed for Penny. She didn't even know her past when we met her. God forbid what's happened to her, what's changed for her now.
I guess nothing lost.
That you know of, but I still
I
see your
point over at
point.
Penny. You and me both.
At this point, Dante just kind of like rubs his head, not in like. If he is annoyed, he's annoyed at himself. It's okay.
Okay, you
I
need to
think-
get up, and I pick up Dante and lift him up onto his feet.
Thank you. I think we can agree on. All of us can at least agree on two things. One, we need to leave this forest because
You
something.
made me mad.
Somehow, I still would love to know about that, but we need to leave this forest, but also, equally, if not more important, we need to figure out what happened to Vale.
They're by themselves. I would imagine they headed for town.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vale wanted to be alone.
Yeah, it seems like a good
And-
moment to be alone and reassess things.
That's fine. I'll more than happy give him his time alone, but I do at least want to see him again so I can at least apologize. Now, if he accepts my apology, that's his choice. I don't blame him if he doesn't. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to kill me on sight once again. He has the right to, but I would at least like to find him again to at least attempt to apologize, and if he at least hears me out, I would like to properly apologize.
I have a
But-
question for you, Dante.
Yeah?
Do you accept your own apology?
Yeah? I mean, I feel a little guilty because of how pissed I was, but
I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
out to Dante and pat him on the head. Okay, I don't have to kill you now. And I walk off to wherever I walk to a direction, I don't know where.
Frost, don't
adventure.
go wandering off. We have no idea where the hell we're going, please.
I was just gonna follow the road, but okay. I won't follow the road. I'll go to this tree.
Oh. Dante's just gonna put his head in his hands, just like, oh, God. Okay. Let's get moving, y'all. So we're all in agreement. Leave the forest, hopefully without pissing the forest off even more, and also in that process, if we somehow do, find Vale. Obviously, that's still an important thing as leaving the forest, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
All right. Everybody got their shit?
I look up. Yeah, Nibble's behind me. I got everything.
Good to know that you consider her shit. In the meantime, let's get going then.
I kind of handle everything. Yeah.
Yeah, she's my conscience.
Nibbles is making happy fox noises.
You know, whenever I've heard a hamster running on a hamster wheel, this takes it to a whole new level.
Am I the hamster or is she the hamster?
You can be
Aaron
whatever
over
you want to be,
flashbanging
bud.
me again. Thanks.
You're welcome.
And thus the light of God shine down upon all of us.
All right, we're on Telstar. I forgot about that. I've been looking at Discord the entire time. I have visuals.
Yeah, there's visuals.
I've been keeping my eyes closed the whole time because I'm like, I don't know what to look at.
I mean, fair. So you guys break down what little camp that you made, kind of brush any of the burnt leaves and stuff to make sure that everything's out and looks mostly the way that you found it.
Taryn,
Continue on towards
on our-
Combe.
on our way back through I'm gonna be looking for more of those things that the item that
The snow
helps
drops.
alleviate night. Yep. No
Uh,
drops.
Go ahead and give me either a nature or survival check.
I'm going with survival.
Also, Taryn, while he's rolling that dice, can I try to, like, I guess, search myself to the same feeling that I had from that whatever was smiling at me in my head?
Sure. Go ahead and make me a wisdom check.
I got a 17 total on mine.
17 total. Okay.
Wisdom.
As you're walking through, you find like maybe two kind of by the road. You see what looks like there could be more deeper into the forest, but it would be a trip into the forest. Like,
I ain't trying to do that.
it looks like a lot of the ones that are like close to the road are very young, like just budding. It seems like most of the more useful plants have probably been picked over as people have traveled this road.
Okay.
I also rolled a 19.
19 to search your inner self.
That's the best I can describe it.
So as you're kind of walking in silence and while not trying to necessarily relive the previous night, but kind of more understand it and just dig into those foreign feelings that you had. Somewhere deep inside, you can feel almost like a static feeling. Not like numb leg feeling, but just like, I guess the closest thing I could put it to is almost like a low heartburn, but more electric and less acid. And from deep inside, you feel almost like a presence, more of a ghost of a presence. It's not something you recognize in yourself, but it's something new, but currently untouchable.
Can I feel, I guess, can I feel as if it knows that I'm there and it is actively watching me?
So you said you had a 19?
Yes.
It feels more like, not quite a gateway, but more of, how to phrase this.
I guess nothing of this helps. What I want to know is, like, is its attention on me at this moment, as I'm searching myself, essentially?
It doesn't feel actively present, but also ever present, if that makes sense. Kind of like a security camera, but you're not sure if anybody's actually watching the screens.
Then this is all in myself. I'm going to not necessarily look at it, because I'm assuming I can't really see what I'm looking at. But I'm just gonna look around for a moment inside of myself and just say, I don't know who you are. You don't feel malicious. But I definitely would like to talk to whoever or whatever you are, with all due respect. And then with that, oh, sorry.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion's my forte. That is a 21.
21. While it takes a moment, you don't necessarily hear in your mind anybody talk to you so much as you feel it in your soul. And while there's not actually words, you understand its meaning clearly as a voice softly echoes through you. You don't know me yet, but you will. And then you feel the presence fade.
At that point, Dante's, I guess, comes to reality again, I guess. And, looks
Snap
around.
back to reality.
Essentially, yeah. Dante just kind of looks at him and is like, so, y'all, I have some news, I guess, related to, my little, crazy moment last night. Something?
As you
Definite-
go to explain this to them, no words come out of your mouth.
When Dante's gonna, like, since the way I'm imagining this is, like, he makes motions like he's trying to speak, but obviously nothing comes out, so he's, like, kind of, like, grabbing, like, his throat a little bit, like, very confused, and it's just like, what the fuck? I'm assuming that comes out, though, the what the fuck part.
Yeah, just whenever you try to explain what's happening, you're unable to articulate anything you're trying to say about it.
Okay. At that point, I got anybody notice me doing this?
Anybody who's walking beside you or in front of you could probably turn around and kind of like give you a side glance, and they just see your mouth open and close several times with a confused look on your face before saying, "What the fuck?"
You good?
In short, figured out. Well, Dante kind of stops himself and realize, kind of putting 1 and 2 together. In short, got to, well, not know, but working on what happened with myself last night. I will keep y'all informed whenever new things pop up. Dante then kind of, like, waits a moment to see if, like, that actually comes out of his mouth or if it just kind of, nothing comes out again.
As you
And
continue to walk and you just kind of wait, you can feel that kind of almost like gesture smile from inside.
Okay, whenever you say gesture smile, do you mean as, like, something is just, like, kind of like a I'm fucking with you kind of smile, or like a gentle, like, oh, that's cute kind of smile?
A little column A, little column B. Think, Harley Quinn, not Joker.
That's a good
That
one.
still decently concerns me.
Yes. That was beautiful, Tara. That's a good description.
I'm realizing this. Dante's gonna have a varied, not like a deathly worried, but like a annoyingly semi-worried look on his face. And she's like, oh god, I'm gonna go through hell, I know it.
Cash is gonna walk up on Dante and after last night and just give him a pat on the shoulder and be like, "You look like you're sharing your lips with somebody else. Everything all right?"
I tried to start describing what happened, but nothing came out. Like it's like your body did the motions and everything needed to speak, but nothing came out.
Do you need a mental hand with it?
I would say yes, but for your own safety, I don't know if that would be a good idea.
I mean, you're a party member.
Yes, but also, we don't know what is doing this. It doesn't feel malicious. Like, when feeling it, it didn't feel like it was trying to cause problems. But it definitely gave a I'm fucking with you, but also that's cute kind of smile or at least a feeling of a smile, whenever I tried to speak what happened in my head. So, I would rather not, in the off chance that this, whatever it is, it gets pissed off of you going into my head, I would like to wait.
Okay, that's fair.
Once again, it sounds like I decently to very badly fucked you and Vale up last night. I don't want to potentially make that worse.
I very much appreciate that.
Don't get me wrong, you're a strong fucking woman, but I don't want to test the limits.
That's fair.
But
Also, I can fight dragons, so that's fair.
But yeah, I do, and Dante says this next part out loud. If I ever lose control like that again, and
Do it on somebody that's not a party member.
well, if it's on somebody who's not a party member, and I don't come down from it, and I'm still bloodthirsty, if y'all feel like y'all gotta put me down, don't be afraid to do it.
Well, I mean, I can't fight dragons. It's my tribe's law. At all. Ever.
What
That
do
makes
you
sense now.
mean, your tribe's law?
Where I'm from, we can't fight dragons.
Where exactly are you from?
Shattered Lands. I've told you that. I think I've told you that.
I don't think you have. I mean, you might have, and I just forgot. It's been crazy few set of times. Taryn, can I do a history check to see if I know where that is in relationship to my kingdom, and if there is a relationship between potentially Vokash's tribe and my people?
Sure.
Okay. 21 again.
21. I will pull the maps. You're from the Savage Empire?
Yes. Also, before I would, as like a bit before that, I forgot to part this. Like, Vokash, what is your tribe's name? Out of curiosity.
We don't really have a name. Like, we
well,
just
is
like
something that I guess the people that who are not in your tribe call you. That's not bad.
I mean, a lot of people call us mercenaries.
Okay, but that doesn't really narrow it down. Like a mercenary brand name, or like something like that's y'all's. Like when you see this symbol, you know who this is.
I mean, it's usually just one of us with our animal. That's a lot of how people identify us, I guess. I mean, like, we have a village. It's in the Shattered Lands. We call it home, but also call it I'm having to make up something on the spot, and I am failing at it. Aaron, help me.
Poop and farting.
No.
Don't have any pounds currently on hand. It's gonna be something random that I pick up in my room.
Essentially, I'm asking all these questions so that way I can
Clawfell. It's called Clawfell.
Okay, and then Dante looks like he's doing numbers and cross-connecting any relationships that his kingdom has with a town called Clawfell.
So you said you got a 21.
Yes.
As you think back and you try remembering the maps that you studied as a child growing up in royalty, you vaguely remember the Shattered Territories being well across the ocean from you. That it's a harsh land, and you have to get through Raider's Follies to even get close to it, so not a whole lot of people even go there. And not a lot of people come out of there either.
Okay, so that's
It's not a
Sorry.
well-known place, because usually people who go there don't come back.
gotcha. But other than that, no real connection of sorts.
No, it's one of the few, like, truly wild lands left in the world.
Gotcha. At that point, Dante just looks back at it and is like, alright, sorry for the question. I was just trying to see if somehow my kingdom and your people were allies or trade partners, something connecting somehow.
I don't think we get a lot of traders there. It's been a while since I've been there. It might have changed.
Well, if your lands are anything like what I've heard when learning geography, yeah, no, I can understand why. It's one of those places where, for one, if you do make it, good job, and two, you're probably not coming back.
Yeah.
You guys have been walking and talking through this forest. Just out of curiosity, was anybody keeping a perception check out for anything while this was
I was.
happening?
Always.
It
There's
was
danger.
after last night, I probably am.
Laser focused on Tyrannus, actually.
Almost broke my headphones.
Oh, don't do that.
Tyrannus's ass.
I'm
Alright.
always looking for the danger. There's no snow.
Vale rolled a 19 on perception to notice how amazing they are.
You are fabulous.
Oh, the
I got an
actually-
unnatural
Oh god,
20.
it's in my head.
This is why the forest isn't trying to kill me. I'm just too fantastic.
I got a whole
No, it's
nat
just-
20.
It's just
Also,
the
is
force of Thales.
the map supposed to say waiting on GM?
Yes.
I got
Okay,
25 in
I'm on a
total.
different map right now.
gotcha.
Alright, so
Town
Just
map.
wanted to make sure.
everybody
I
who
can
rolled
feel it.
over a 15 for your perception, you know who you are because there's a whole bunch of overtalk. So if you rolled over 15, you start to notice that the birds have returned. You can hear animals scurrying through the forest, squirrels fighting in the distance. But as you continue to walk and talk, the trees become less and less. It starts to break into an open plain. Let me summon you.
Oh, cool. We have white mana now.
Summon players to board.
White banana.
The loading has finished. Finally.
Oh, we're in a void. We're in a trench. I'm in a trench.
I like
So this-
somebody screaming.
It's the music.
That is just my internal log.
Listen.
Oh.
So as the trees begin to fade behind you, and you find a more stable, almost cobbled road ahead of you. In the distance, you can see large buildings. Nibbles, with your nat 20, you can see that there are banners hanging from these buildings in a very military fashion. Given that this was the only way that you knew to come, you gather you've reached your destination of the home. Penny, you said you were looking very closely at Tyrannus during the walk.
Mm-hmm.
So you can either do a perception check or an insight check as you walk.
Oh, Leo, hold on. Leo's in my lap right now and taking up so much room.
But he's such a little boy.
He's a fat boy.
PH.
So-
Fat. PH.
Also, Taryn, just to let you know, Dante wasn't even looking around at all. He was just kind of autopilot moving while searching himself.
That's
so.
a 17 for perception.
17 per perception. As you're intently looking at Tyrannus, are you walking beside them or behind them?
Behind.
Or you notice that where even though Tyrannus has usually a long wake-up cycle, unless there's coffee involved, you notice that they seem like a little extra hunched, a little more give in each step that they take, and you can see the gray streak in their hair, but they seem otherwise Tyrannus.
Okay.
I do believe I gave everybody access to their characters.
Okay. I know just how I'm sitting. My leg. Like, one arm is holding up this dog's entire weight because he
Do it.
wants to lounge against me.
Let the poor boy be lazy. He
And
worked
the
so
other
hard.
is scratching him because his allergies are acting up and he's got the cone of shame on.
Alright.
He's nibbling at stuff.
Yeah, he bit himself until he started bleeding this morning, so I decided, yeah, it's time to put the cone on.
Yeah.
I'll let him bite every few hours, just because it's relief, but when he starts turning super red or about to bleed, that's when I put the cone on him, give himself a rest.
Yeah.
I also make him take children's Benadryl.
So you
That's
guys
fair.
have reached a comb.
Yep.
But I don't see combs anywhere.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you don't have hair, so I don't think you need it. Anyway,
How would you know?
You don't know that.
Skelly
God has seen under the helmet.
The helmet.
The helmet.
So keep in mind, in case you forgot, if you break part of contact that the map disappears in between you, you can no longer just speak to each other.
Yep.
It
Can
becomes
somebody...
perceptions and all that kind of stuff to know what's going on.
I think Penny wants to be moved, but she can't because there's a creature on the lap.
Yeah.
Aranus, move your
Can
ass.
someone just give somebody else the option to move Penny?
Who wants the
I will
option to
move
move
Penny.
Penny?
I'll
I'll do
take the
it.
option to move. Oh, you got
I
it, you
will
got it.
move Penny. I
Go
will
ahead, move.
move them to the dark side.
Unless Penny gets
Okay,
possessed by a
Palpatine.
demon.
No, it's just Palpatine from Subway.
Character permissions.
I'm sorry. My friend gave me some meds to try his new
Oh.
sleeping medication last night, and I feel loopy.
Fun.
I gave
Also,
multiple
Tara and I
people
sent you a
permissions.
message.
Also, this is unrelated, but the map made me laugh because I found this. Put it here. Whenever the castle was being created by God,
So as you start to
I'll say.
enter into this town, everybody who uses some form of magic, you start to feel a bit tired. Like there's
Nap time.
just kind of like an extra weight on your shoulder.
What?
Who did the moopsie?
That is my
Don't
fucking.
get sidetracked.
That is my ex texting me what about grocery shopping. I'm muting my phone. Thank you. Sorry about that.
That's
I
what
just heard
happens when you get-
moopsie. I'm like, are we watching Star Trek? What?
Anyway,
Well, my
we have 30
sidetrack.
there's
minutes
story,
left.
there's backstory. That's an after D&D conversation.
Okay.
We have 30 minutes left. We're gonna go. So you guys enter the town. You see a smaller building directly in front of you, and then a much larger building off into the distance.
I'm gonna turn around and make a suggestion to the group that maybe we should get some horses.
We have the money to get
Maybe we should
horses.
get away from this place.
Also, this feels like there's a lot of law here. Be careful not to break the law. Or
We
the
need
law
to
breaks you.
investigate this area anyways, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
I don't
Terry,
like this place.
Can Dante look at the logo and try to see if he knows by chance what the logo is?
Sure.
It's a logo.
No shit, Frost. History check, I assume.
Yup. Per usual.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20.
Also,
Oh.
Tyrants, move yourself up.
Where have so many windows open? Where is the window for this place? Hang on. I gotta find my notes. I've got like 300 tabs.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to drop you.
No, that's not it. This. Haha, I picked the right one the first time. Let's fucking go. Looking up at the flag. Where's the name? Where's the name? Okay, those are the side details. Where's the name?
Can't believe you forgot it. The name.
It's in the notes.
The
but
name. Where's the name? We forgot the name.
There you go, Water got it.
Why isn't the name of the... Oh, there it is. There's it. I found it. I found it.
I'm proud of
so-
you, kid.
I know, right? I need to highlight shit more in my notes. This plain black text is not doing me any favor. Anyway, looking up at the flags, you see a slightly familiar insignia on it. You recall it from your history books. You see a black flame with a sword stuck into it. And thinking back, like, you're pretty sure that that's the old symbol for the Black Flames. From way back in some war that happened hundreds of years ago.
Dante's just gonna look up at that and is like, huh. That's an interesting choice for a logo.
Hey, Dante.
Yeah?
Seeing as how you see that the world has changed, our world has changed, maybe don't tell them who you are right now, in case maybe where you're from, you might not exist now. I don't know. You said that something happened back in the Feywild that changed everything, and you're making more observations that things are different here.
Well, I can prove to you that I know that I was born into this world. And at that moment, Dante pulls out the handkerchief with his family's crest on. It's like, this crest on here wasn't the crest whenever before I got into the Feywild. And after that event, it changed. So I at least know that I'm still part of my royal family. Because if I wasn't, I probably wouldn't have had the handkerchief in the first place.
Your royal family, were they good people? They did good things for the people, or were they war tyrants?
We had warriors, yes, but we were primarily good people.
And how do you know that you're not war tyrants now in this new, changed world?
Well, nobody seemed to attack me in the last village. They
Okay, that
seemed-
helps.
Yeah. Now, granted, just because that village was okay with us does not mean that everywhere will be okay with us. So,
I will be right back
Well,
again.
I see your point. I will be on guard with it, but at the same time, I am gonna poke a little bit to kind of get a better idea.
Okay, I trust you.
also-
And then they're gonna smack their back really hard.
I don't know.
Not knowing it's hard, it's just normal for them.
Anybody who was in the Feywild, does anybody else look at this handkerchief?
I don't think we ever saw it. At least Nibbles and I didn't.
No, just like the one that he's currently got in his hands. Who's all looking at the handkerchief that's currently in their hands?
I am.
Is it just Frost that's looking at him?
I think Nibbles
Modern said
Nibbles
she'd
is
be right
AFK right
back,
now.
then yeah, I don't know. Armada, you there?
Oh, see the token moving. Frost, when you were in the Crossroads chamber, did you look at the dragon statues that were there at all?
I did.
So, looking at the symbol on the handkerchief, you recognize you've seen that symbol before on the dragon statue in that chamber.
Because there was a blue one, there was a red one, right?
Well, they weren't colored, but they have different
Oh.
symbols.
I guess I'm colorblind.
They were stone colored,
Ah,
but you recognize what is it called, a filigree?
Butterfree?
The insignia is the same as one of those dragon statues that's was in the Crossroads chamber.
Oh, that looks like. You remember when we were in that room before we came to this place? Before like the Veil and the other dwarf did the magic to brought us back here. There were two dragon statues or dragon people statues. It looks like like one of those right there. I started poking at it.
Yeah, that's whenever y'all called out that there were dragon statues. That's part of the reason why I hauled tail over to them to see what they looked like, and then I saw my family crest, and I was like, "Wait a minute."
What if this is the original family crest and something happened over there that changed the world like it did in the Feywild and here, and then they changed it to your current family crest, the one you know and love, but this was actually the real one. Now that everything went back.
But then wouldn't that also mean that something changed beforehand to make the family crest change
Yes.
to what the old one was?
Yeah. It could have been a good thing. It could have been a bad thing. We don't know. Time will tell.
Boss, my guy, I think you're looking a little too deep into this.
I think you're not looking deep enough.
On that note, last question I have for the history check. Could I remember how this faction of the Black Flame acted and was?
Thinking back from your history classes, can you roll what, a 20 something for your history?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20?
Yes.
Can I roll
You-
for a history check?
Sure, go for it.
She rolled a
Uh,
nat 20.
Actually, God, would I have heard of these? I guess this faction from where I'm from, seeing that where I'm from is not really nice people. Are these not nice people?
I mean,
Or are these
you
nice
can
people?
you can attempt to roll a history check if you want, but your history is kind of limited, like Penny's is.
Yeah, but I know bad people, and if I know bad people and they're bad, I would probably know them.
You can
That's the
certainly
button. No, I had 11.
Doesn't ring a bell for you, but for your you Dante, you actually were pretty okay at your history lessons, and you recall that the Black Flame was one of the leading parties or antagonists that caused the Great War many years ago. Though, in the history that you remember, the two factions fought each other to death and both sides were dissolved. There's not really a good reason why those flags should even be here.
At that moment, Dante's eyes are just gonna widen for a moment to look back at everybody. Y'all, we need to be careful in this town. And when Dante says this, it's like the most serious face that anybody's ever seen him actually have.
What's my history of this?
Have you ever come to this town before?
Not to my knowledge. I leave that up to your discretion.
Is this the town Vale's in?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Vokesh, give me roll me a d20, just a straight d20.
Got a 7.
No, you've never been to this town.
Okay, good to know.
And if it's a town you haven't been into, you don't really
Don't have any history from it, yeah.
Alright, so there's a smaller building that looks inviting, and then there's a very large, very militant building with lots of people walking around that don't necessarily look like they're friendly. Which building would you want to approach?
I only see one building, so I go to that. Yeah.
Look, y'all, just if that symbol still means what I remember that it meant, be careful and do not fuck around. And also, don't show that you have magic.
Yeah, I could kind of tell by how tired I've been feeling.
Ah,
Good
so
thing
you
I
too.
don't have magic. I'm just normal.
Well, y'all, either way, let's get moving in. Let's just hope Vale, if he is in here, let's hope that he hasn't gotten into trouble.
Alright, so you guys move towards the building.
Yes.
Which is this way, in case you can't see it.
Oh.
Stairs, they appear. They weren't there before.
Yeah, with the hidden screen, you gotta move to reveal. So as you approach the building, there are two guards standing outside who look bored and slightly annoyed.
Oh, those are two bad combinations.
As they see you approach, they kind of give you a nod. Hail.
Oh,
Sorry.
are we
Hail.
good to enter, or are we we're looking for a friend of ours. We think she may have come to, or he may have come to town, but we're just, yeah.
It wouldn't happen to be about this tall. They kind of put a hand close to about their eye level, like this. And they kind of hold their hands in like a small wasted situation. Kind of frou-frou dressing.
Are they extremely arrogant?
I mean, I'm not sure I would call them arrogant, but they are definitely an alcoholic.
That sounds like her.
Yeah, that's fail. If you don't mind us asking, where can we find our friend?
your friend.
We know them.
I'm her friend. I'm Vel's friend. I'm his friend. Sorry.
Vokesh. Dante's gonna lean over like, Vokesh, I'm not trying to be an asshole. Remember what I told you. Not good
Yeah,
people.
yeah, no.
We're trying not to get in trouble. If Vale's in a bad situation and they know we are related to them, we also could be in a bad situation. So
Okay.
please. At that point, Dante's gonna look back at the guards like, oh, look, they are an associate of ours. We are all not from these lands, so depending on what they did, if they are in trouble, can we know what they might have done?
Well, as far as trouble goes, they started a couple of fights. But, you know, they kind of got their ass kicked, and then they started doing better, and they got their ass kicked, and now they're, I'd say, about a troll deep in a cup at the bar inside, probably nursing a black eye.
Okay.
May we
Thank
go
you,
inside?
officer.
Yeah.
Where's the tavern that they were last seen at?
They kind of look at you and look at the other guard and go, This is our local tavern. It's not fancy, but it works."
Okay, thank you. And at
No.
that point,
Okay.
Don.
Just
I
keep
think it
in
might be best.
mind, if you start a bar fight, we will stop it with prejudice.
I am going to do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen again. But in the case that it does, thank you for the warning, and at least I understand.
God, I lost Penny.
I mean,
Oh, there she
we
is.
can start it. We'll just finish it. It's rather fun for us.
I'll slowly walk up. Thank you for letting us in.
Yeah.
Towering figure. Ooh, a door that's taller than me. Cool.
Nope.
How do you make
I
the
broke my thing.
How do you make
Um,
the ceiling go away?
There's a
Damn it.
button to the bottom right where this is looks like a line, like a horizontal line. Click on that. It cuts everything in half.
Toggle cut box.
It's
Should be yeah.
the green button.
I used
Alright,
toggle
let's
cut
try
box.
this again. Penny trying to get in the door is not happening.
Are you wearing shoes?
I will help you out, Tyrannus.
There we go.
Trina goes to walk up, and the guards just kind of look at her and goes, your bear's gonna have to stay outside. I don't think there's quite enough room for all of you and them.
I look at Trina and I give her some deer and I says, "Just wait here for us, hon."
Alright. She'll take her deer scraps and go over to the side and just kind of like hunch down at the bottom of the stairs, out of the way, but at the bottom, and just kind of watches the guards while chewing on the meat.
I'm gonna ask the guard if anything happens. Will you holler in at me? Just she's friends. I don't. That's my bond. That's family to me. So I would appreciate it that nothing happens, and if something does start to kick off, just come in and yell at me, and I'll come out and take care of it.
No, as long as they don't attack anybody, nothing's gonna happen. It's fine.
She's never the instigator. I promise you that.
So as you all crowd into this tavern, there's a couple of well-armored guards kind of walking around. They see you coming, they kind of stare you up and down before just kind of moving to the side. Not
Is that a
saying anything,
tentacle
just watching.
Do I see Vale?
Yeah, same here. I'm looking for Vale.
It is a small area. When they say that it's a tavern, it's a glorified ramshackle tables kind of pushed out of the way that serves as a more of an entertainment section of otherwise a very militant place. It's not hard to see Vale as they are the only person in the back of the room facing the wall with just a table full of bottles and cups.
I run up on her and squeeze her in a hug.
Him.
Squeeze him in a hug.
Vale is gonna turn around with a elbow towards your face.
That's fair.
I failed my perception to notice it was you in time, so I guess roll unarmed damage. That's a nat 1. All right. Well, Vale is
We're
going
back.
to swing around with an elbow towards your face
With a
And I just duck down.
and completely miss because they assumed that you were people size instead of dwarf size. Or wait, is Vokash a
They're not-
dwarf? No.
No.
No, Vokash
No.
is human-sized.
Okay.
You hit yourself with
Then
the
I
elbow.
guess Vale connects with your armor and takes 1d6 unarmed damage.
No. I feel like instead of you connecting with my armor, like I duck down and just lift up, and instead of back hugs, you get front hugs, and I squeeze harder.
All right, I'll allow it. Unless Terran wants a different natural one effect, because DM.
So as you
I feel like this is gonna be the fighter and the orc, and we just live happily ever after.
it's kind of similar to that. You go to elbow them as you've become very proficient at, but you overextend and you actually spin yourself forward into their embrace, and you are temporarily grappled by them. You cannot escape
Hey.
this hug.
Oh, I think we're doing a group hug. Nibbles, we're doing a group hug, and I go forward to group hug.
I don't wanna. No hug. No hug.
Get in here, y'all.
Cross,
Hug,
no.
hug.
I pick
Y'all-
up Nibbles, put them between us and them. No.
Vale's drunk. There is a strong possibility that they will puke all over you. Let's not squeeze the heavily drunken person.
I mean, I'm the only one squeezing. Y'all could like gentle hug.
But
Yeah.
you're a barbarian squeezing.
They have
Hey,
control.
yeah.
I rolled a 17 plus 5 on my con to not puke on you, so you guys are good.
If you're drunk, don't you roll that at disadvantage?
Not with their current situation.
Oh. Alright, now you're cold and being hugged.
Let me out.
The fuck are you guys doing here?
Uh,
fuck do you guys want with me?
You're coming with us. You're our friend. You're our party. We don't like.
We'll have
like
some tacos later.
Last I checked, people don't try to kill their friends.
Well, I was
didn't
gonna
try to
say.
kill you.
At that point,
Or-
Dante's just gonna put a hand to kind of silence everybody and look at Vale and just go, look, you don't got to accept this, what I'm about to say. Honestly, I don't blame you, but I am sorry. After I swung the axe down, I blacked out. I have light remembrance of what happened.
I'm gonna tell
But,
Vel whisper as all
wait,
this is
hang on,
going
hang
on.
on,
and just
hang
be like,
on, stop. I wasn't finished. At that, Dante's then gonna continue. Is like, there is something inside of me that I'm trying to figure out what it is. Either way, I am sorry for what I did. You don't have to accept it, and honestly, I don't blame you. But I want to at least talk and get this anger between the both of us. Granted, all your anger is completely understandable, but I would like to at least get it settled and have both sides be heard. Would you be willing to do that? It can just be us if you want, but I'm fine whichever you want to do, Vale.
Vale is going to bite their tongue for a second, thinking. Look over at Dante the group still hugging them and go, listen here, Lizard Lips. I might not have been the nicest person to you, but I have gone out of my way to help you. I have gone out of my way to save your life on multiple occasions at cost to me every single time. I have lost everything I've ever known and cared about. And when you grow to be thousands of years old, that is a very small number of things, but they mean a great detail. I have gone out of my way, put myself in egregious amounts of danger to get you back to your space of existence where you came from. And in repayment, you tried to kill me. The dwarf tried to kill me. Friends don't kill their friends. So give me one good reason to hear you out.
I don't have a good reason. And when I say that, that's not me trying to be some smug asshole, even though I know it sounds like it. I don't know what you've been through. I'm not going to pretend like I do, because, let's be fair here, you would know for sure that I would be lying out of my ass. So, you have all the right in the world to not hear me out, to tell me to fuck off. Honestly, you have the right to kill me where I stand, in all honesty. And while I don't know exactly what you've lost, I would like to. And to the point where, when you brought up you've risked a lot to save my life, specifically my life, yes you have. And I have been an ungodly shitty person by not repaying that and being kind to you. And if I could give any semblance of reason as to why I have not been in the best headspace personally ever since that fucking dwarf did that bullshit wish spell. Now, when saying that, I'm not saying I have suffered the most. So far, everything that I know of compared to my past before that wish spell went off, minus a couple things here and there, are relatively the same. You, on the other hand, it's a whole lot worse, because that wish spell, correct me if I'm wrong, Vale, changed what? 300 to 500 years of at least Fey history, if I remember correctly?
Not just Fey history. Everything.
And thank you. And, you know, obviously in my case, and probably for the most part the rest of us here, minus maybe Frost after we learned that night, that's a whole lifetime for us. But for you, while yes, it's a drop in the bucket, a lot can still happen within 200 years. So, I would like to know what you lost. And if by some miracle, help. By either A, flat out fixing the problem altogether, or at least shouldering that pain with yours. And if this sounds like I'm being an asshole, even though my life apparently hasn't changed a lot after that wish spell, I'm more terrified of what happened, definitely with Penny. Because she didn't know where she was when we first met her. God forbid what has changed for her. And In short, I want to help if you will allow me.
Penny will be okay.
I hope so. But right now,
You don't have to hope. Penny is fine.
then I'll take your word for it. Then in your case, will you at least humor me? To let me know what you, for a fact, know that has changed and you have lost, and what you either are worried that you might have lost, or what you feel like you have lost.
Vale is gonna laugh and scoff at Dante before looking and say, you know, it's funny. You say that I have more than the right to strike you down where you stand right now.
Which you do.
And you'd be right. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I was tempted. But what's funniest about this is I can't tell why you think, unlike some of the people in this room, that is the type of thing I would do. There are plenty of of people worth killing in this world, do not get me wrong, and I will slit their throats without question. But spite? That ain't a good reason. Hatred? That ain't a good reason. You can hate evil, but that's not the reason you kill it. Why the fuck would you even bring that up? You want
Well-
to hear what I lost? I lost everything. I do mean everything. All of my friendships have died or changed to the point that they are completely unrecognizable. I don't know what is important to who. And Greg, I have no idea what's going on in his life, what he values, what he loves, what he doesn't love. With Ray, I mean, she's clearly gone. It's the closest thing I had to family. She was a sister to me. My powers, gone. All I have left is a sensation of emptiness, and well, they had their fair share of downsides, no thanks to the fucking Fae. At least I could still do good with them. I could make people smile. I could make people laugh. I could, if I was really willing to pay the price, bring Ray back from the dead. Fuck, you almost died, and in exchange, I took the blow for you and moved you 20 feet. You think that doesn't come at a cost to me? I can't even do that anymore. I have lost everything I cherish. I have lost everything I love. I have lost everything familiar to me. And I've lost my ability to control anything and everything. I've lost my ability to keep those I love safe. I've lost my ability to keep myself safe. I have lost my ability to purge evil where it stands, to right wrongs, to... Vale is going to, in the middle of the hug, reach behind him to grab a half-empty bottle off the table and just start chugging.
At that point, Dante's gonna walk over and gently place his hand on top of Vale's hand to stop him from drinking, and look at him and go, while from what you've told me, it's clear you've lost a lot from this. pardon me if this sounds like an asshole, but do you believe that with what you still have, the abilities you have, the strength you have, you can still do good in the world? Or as best good in the world as you can?
Vale is going to try and shrug off Vokash and Frost and Nibbles, assuming they're still hugging them. Gently, just
No, I'll let go.
I voluntarily let go, but I also tell her, "Don't drink that. I got something for you."
Vale is gonna just motion to Vokash and be like, "In a minute." Vale is gonna look at Dante. Just straight in the eyes. You can see hatred, rage, anger, hurt. And Vale is going to drop the cloak draped gently over their torso, revealing scars over top, going all the way down their upper arms, over their shoulders, chest, around their waist, up their neck. Turn, showing their back, covered just head to toe in scars, and say, "It's laughable that you would talk about doing good to me less than a day and a half after you did this."
Dante's gonna look at the scars. His face isn't gonna change, but it's clear by the way that he looks. It's not of disgust, anger, anything like that.
Please roll a perception check, Dante.
Okay. Give me un momento. Oh, that's probably not gonna be good. Perception. 12.
You'll notice that the scars are not just normal scar tissue. They are in patterns and shapes, and they look almost like a tattoo. You can't quite figure out what they mean, if anything, but they are definitely not normal scars. You may continue.
Oh, sorry.
Dante.
But Dante's gonna give him this look, not of anger, disgust, or anything negative, but oddly enough, to at least a broad degree understanding. Before speaking up, while I do not share, or the ability to share scars, because, well, dragon, I have seen my fair share of scars. After all, I've been the god that my people
No
worship.
shit, you seem to be an expert in causing them.
At that point, Dante's gonna look at Vale with a genuine look of confusion and go, "What scars did I leave on you?"
All of this.
At that moment, Dante's gonna look at it again for a moment and is like, "Oh. So, side note, what happened last night, so remember whenever I swung the axe down at you?
Yeah. The picture of your face is seared into my fucking mind.
Yeah, all I remember is going to swing the axe and then blacking out, essentially, apparently turning into a dragon, don't know how that happened. I've got something inside of me that I'm still working on to figure that out. So that's a work in progress, but honestly, for what I'm about to say, if you don't believe me, I don't blame you, but the last thing I remember before passing out the second time was shocking your chest to bring you back to life. Well, doing that, then passing out, you reviving me, and then me passing out moments later. As crazy as that sounds, that is the truth. Now, when saying that, that is not me dismissing what I did. I will accept whatever punishment if you want to give me one for that. But what I want to say, Vale, is you have lost a lot. Probably way more than I will ever know, have the right to know full 9 yards. But I see before me a man who has been damaged beyond necessity or even worth. But yet he still keeps going. So, while I can't help with everything, I want you to join us, to continue with us, if not because you see us as friends, to at least join us so we can stop people who deserve to be stopped. At that point, Dante makes sure Vale can see his eyes as he looks over at the black sword and flame logo with a look that says, "There's more to that logo than meets the eye, but we can't talk about that here," kind of look. So, will you at least join us so we can put the people who need to be stopped?
I'm gonna roll insight on that. Taryn, what's the DC? That's more complicated to infer than just, a normal glance, hey, let's go over there.
What are you trying to insight?
The meaning behind Dante looking at their their what's it called? The
logo.
badge thing. Logo.
Give me a roll and I'll tell you how much you figure out.
Okay. That is a 12 plus 4, that's 16.
So as you listen to Dante's explanation and their apology, Dante, are you lying about any of this?
No.
You can see that he's saying all this with his full chest. Like, he is showing remorse and genuinely feels bad about what happened, even though you can slightly tell there's more to it that he either isn't saying or can't say, as some of his words seem very cherry-picked when he tries to say something that was a little bit out of its reach. His mouth would move, but nothing would come out. Just kind of like a bad cell phone reception. You got bits of it, which, to your knowledge, something is definitely in there and messing with that part of their verbalness. But when he looks over to the filigree on the wall, you do catch the drift that that's not supposed to be there. You're not sure why, because you're not from here, but that's wrong.
Okay.
In a bad way.
Okay. Hey, Kitty, could I get you to make the bed and then just move my bags over there so I can start unpacking? Thank you. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Vale is gonna sigh and rub their bruised knuckles. You really want me back that badly?
Well, it's not every day that you can say you have a literal god fighting on your side, now is it? He says as a more of just like a trying to lighten the mood a little bit, but is serious that like he does want him to join and come along.
Vale's gonna sigh heavily and say, I'm not so much a god anymore.
Well, to be completely honest, while the god powers that we did see were very incredible, they definitely seemed like they had a bit of a. You could use your powers, but you're gonna get something as a punishment. So, depending on how you look at it,
That's what happens when every one of the Archfey hates your guts. They
well,
get together and they make problems for you.
well then,
Pity most of the Archfey are evil. It's one of the few good ones. Try to be.
well then, maybe this could be a way. Start of a new life, I guess. Not to forget the old life, obviously, but now, if I'm understanding what you're saying, you might / shouldn't have to worry about them anymore. And if anything, if you do join us and all is said and done, I give you my word that not only will I help you get back to the Fae if you want to go back, but I will do everything in my power to make sure that those who have wronged you will pay for their crimes.
And the dwarf, what about him? And Vale's gonna look sharply to Thrymnar.
Thrymnar ain't there.
Thrymnar ain't there? Oh,
No,
okay.
Thrymnar's back. Thrymnar hasn't been with the party since.
Or,
y'all
no,
came
sorry,
back to-
Tyrannus. Tyrannus.
All these dwarves.
I know how names work, I promise.
Vale's drunk. He's drunk. That's why.
What about the dwarf?
That's racist.
And Vale's
That
gonna
old
look
dwarf's
sharply
looking
to
black.
Tyrannus.
He.
What about the fireball that didn't just almost kill me? Burnt Vokash to a crisp.
We haven't got around to that because mainly we didn't know if the forest was still after us, so we kind of were like, hey, let's get out of the forest but also try to find you. The fireball thing we will definitely figure out after we get out of here. And as Dante says, that is kind of like a subtle innuendo of it's not good to let them know that you have magic here. But we will get that situation figured out ASAP, I promise you. I give you my word on that.
Did either of you think to apologize to Vokash?
I did the moment I woke up. The first thing I asked was, Vokash brought up how I attacked him last night, and I gave him a genuine look of, like, what do you mean I attacked you last night?
What about Penny? What about Frost? What about Nibbles? They might not have been directly hurt, but they still had to watch you to try and kill someone they considered friend. What about what's going on in their head? Did you do anything to address that?
I did apologize, but you're right. I didn't do that. And I will do that. And Dante at this point kind of leans in to Vale and whisper, I don't want to talk about magical related things here. In short, the people here are heavily against magic. To be frank, the fact that they are here is a big surprise. I will go into detail why outside of the tavern, but for now, I will explain everything that I can once we're out of here. So will you at least join us, if anything, so we can discuss this in a more safer environment? As Dante says this in a genuine pleading.
Vale is gonna sigh and say, "All right, I'm not joining you, but I've been with you this fucking long. I will give you the courtesy of a conversation elsewhere. But I want to be clear to you and the fucking dwarf." And Vale is going to look at Thrimnar and say, if you so much as, or at Tyrannus and say,
Man, Vale's
if
really
you
drunk.
so much as think about killing me again, if I'm even suspicious that you think about killing me again, I want to be clear. I won't be leaving peacefully in the night. I will slit your throat while you sleep. And then Vale is going to look to Dante and say, and if you so much as try anything like that again, you hurt my friends, you hurt me, you try and kill anyone I care about, I won't kill you. I will imprison you in such a way that you can only suffer as you watch me kill your entire clan one by one. You want to talk to me about losing everything? I will let you know. I will force you to know and understand what that is like. And then I will release you so that you know what it's like to live with the suffering that you have inferred on me. I've not given a lot of second chances in my life. You two are both very lucky that you have caught me in a period where I am trying to be a better person. Am I clear?
Yes, you are clear. All I'm going to say about that is, and Taryn, what I'm about to do is deliberate to kind of show that Dante's being honest about what he's saying is, Vale, there is something inside of me that made the dragon come out last night. And Taryn, I'm assuming, as I tried to say that and go into detail of what I found, once again, my mouth opens. It's clear to see that I'm trying to say something, but nothing comes out.
Yeah,
Correct.
You get as much as there's something inside of me that, and then it kind of, your mouth is moving, but no words are coming out. Vale, looking at him, you can see that they're speaking, but something is holding back the words in their throat against their
Natural 20 to read lips.
It's hard to make out, even with the careful inspection, as it seems to almost cycle through multiple languages, dead languages. And if it wasn't for the fact that you've lived a very long time, you wouldn't even know that, but you recognize some of these old dead language from hundreds of years ago.
Primordial by chance?
Maybe. But you do see some dialects of even like an ancient draconic language that's no longer used. And you can just get the gist out that something inside of them caused the dragon.
But after Dante finishes saying that didn't come out, he kind of looks at Vale at that point and is like, you see what I mean? I don't know what's going on here. All I remember last night, and I've said this to Vokash, I've said this to the whole group, all I remember is axe starting to go down, blackout, vague here and there of everybody looking a whole lot shorter than they're supposed to be. Then I wake up, see you dying, I jumpstart you with electricity, pass out, you bring me back to say something, and then I pass out again.
Well, give me an insight check with advantage. I'm giving you advantage because of your previous natural 20 on the lip reading.
15 plus 4, that's 20, and... So yeah, 15 plus... Or sorry, that's 19. 19 is the high roll.
19. Studying Dante's form, and while you don't have access to your god powers, you still have access to the knowledge that you've gathered throughout the years. And given what they were saying, the way that they reacted, the not knowing what happened, the not being able to speak about it, you recognize this as some kind of magical possession within them. You're not sure what kind, but you recognize the signs as you've known gods and powerful Fae to use this on other beings before in your past. Usually not the nice ones, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Vale is gonna walk towards Dante, visibly shaking with anger, but body language screaming measured and controlled. And he's gonna clap his hands on Dante's shoulder and be like, well, just so we're clear here, much as that I believe you and that you don't remember that dragon, you still swung that axe. And I know a lot about fighting. I know thousands and thousands and thousands of years of fighting. I've seen wars. I have seen petty squabbles, both end in death. I know enough to know that that axe was going straight from my neck.
Actually, no, it was going for your leg. I even said that it was going for your leg.
Vale doesn't believe that. Just so we're
clear. Understandable. But I would like to say above table, I remember verbally saying...
Oh, I know. Vale just also doesn't believe that.
Understandable.
You can't hit somebody with
I'll
that.
accept that you lost control. Just know that when you lost control was not when the dragon appeared. I'm aware it was well before then. So, if you really are serious about this conversation about me continuing on with you, I will think about it. We will have this conversation at another location, and I will think about it some more. And until then, you can start by picking up my tab. Because I hate to break it for you, when I came here from the Feywild, my coin from there did not just magically transform into gold. Have fun. And Vale is going to walk towards the door and say, I'll see you outside.
Before Vale gets to the
before
door,
yelling at the bartender, "He's got me covered."
Just looks up at you about sometime that somebody was going to cover you.
I run up to Vale with the tea I brewed her, or him, and I say, "Drink this."
What's in it?
Good stuff. It'll help.
Phil shrugs and says, "Can't be any worse than the tea I've been drinking thus far," and slam back the entire cup immediately.
So as you drink tea, it's a little warm as it was just brewed, but you're used to drinking like straight whiskey. It doesn't quite compare to the same type of burn that you've been indulging in for like the last, I don't know, 8 hours, however long it's been since you've been
Said it
awake.
was a day and a half roughly
Yeah,
last
something
session.
Yeah, it's been a number of hours since you left. But as it settles through you, you feel a warmth, not from heat, but almost like a hug on your soul. And while
Hey.
it doesn't take away all of your pain, and it doesn't calm all of your fears and your doubts, it makes it just a tiny bit lighter. You essentially got like a Prozac.
Good shit, good shit.
Vocash, literally, Vale, take a chill pill.
Dante, to square up with the innkeeper, it's gonna be a total of 3 gold pieces. It was a lot of alcohol, a lot of cheap alcohol.
Oh, thank God! I thought it was gonna be worse.
No, it makes sense.
that-
Look where
I
we
was
are.
expecting it to be way worse too.
But again, look at where we are.
Cheap alcohol's like a couple copper a drink, just so
Yeah.
we're clear.
I've got a
Yeah.
lot of gold.
It's like 3 copper a pint, and they drank 3 gold's worth of. Jesus
Don't try to make sure you don't
How are
forget
you
all
not
your
dead?
fancy pantaloons.
Little do we know, Vale's actually walking out with like 1 HP in a dream because of alcohol poisoning.
Are we gonna end it here?
Almost. We got one more thing, and then we'll go. So you all turn around
that point-
and leave the tavern.
Or Dante, before he goes, he looks at the barkeep, who was like, "Shit, only 3 gold? Fucking hell, I thought it was gonna be worse." At that point, Dante just like pulls out 3 gold pieces and just hands it to him like it's nothing. And it's like,
Dante is rich kid skewed in their opinion of things. They're used to the
Yeah.
bar that sits just outside the castle walls and charges
Oh.
1 gold for the same cheap drink that Vale paid 3 copper for.
oh honey, if you knew how much gold pieces I have in my inventory at the moment, it's not even funny.
How many do you have at the moment?
257.
Oh, it's not bad.
Not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so that's why Dante kind of acted like that.
Vale has 9 platinum worth of Fey coin, just so we're clear.
Out of curiosity, actually,
Wow.
before Dante
9
goes,
platinum, 190 gold, and 11 silver worth of Fey coin.
Before,
At this point, it's
before
just
we,
Bitcoin.
Vale ain't broke. Vale's just in the wrong realm to be rich.
Yes.
Dante's gonna kind of look over at the barkeeper who was like, "Before we go, out of curiosity, do y'all offer lodging here?"
I don't want to lodge here. I want to lodge outside with Trina.
Didn't you just say we
I
need
can
to
get us
outside?
free food.
So can
I
Mocha.
have free food.
That's true. We
What
have
if
a
it's
lot of
simple?
food.
We
Fair.
don't lodge non-military personnel here, but there is a barn. That's where that one's been staying. It's around the side.
So, Taryn, I would like to haggle with this guy. I have the entertainer background with the feature by popular demand. You can always find a place to perform, usually in an inn or a tavern, possibly with a circus. theater of someone. At such place, you receive free lodging and food of a modest or comfortable standard, depending on the quality of the establishment, as long as I perform there each night.
So,
How?
I'd like to remind you, this is not technically a tavern. This is a military barracks that has 2 tables in the corner that the military people drink at.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay, fair enough.
You literally also told us, "Hey, let's not talk here." You're saying, "Hey, we gotta stay here to talk here."
Yeah, right.
Look, we can talk to other places, but that doesn't mean we can maybe stay here.
Okay, little rich boy, we gotta sleep outside. Sorry about that.
Look, it's not my fault that I actually grew up in a decent place.
Alright, so you guys...
It is.
Hey, don't be dissing our homes.
I was being sarcastic, as Dante says
He was
as he
casting
walks out
SARS?
with everybody.
Alright, so you guys are making your way outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Pick up my way.
I think I gave you control of your token, Vale. Yeah, I did.
Okay. Sorry. I also have to change the level and refamiliarize myself
Trina.
with Tailspire so that I can see what's going on. Where is Vale? Boop.
Tyrannus outside.
I'm back.
I can put you guys all on the outside of the building if that makes it easier.
Already outside.
I would.
I'm gonna, on our way out, I'm gonna actually ask the guard. That's a really interesting flag, right?
Here, I'm
Out
just gonna
your
help you there.
symbol, or
Before you get to ask the guard anything, because
we're in
we're gonna be wrapping it up here. 'Cause we're at our hard stop.
okay.
19 to hug Trina. Handle animal.
Why would you have to roll for that?
19, sorry, plus what is my handle animal?
19's fine.
Very
though.
Plus 1, 20. So dirty 20.
The
So
bear
you
counter spells.
walk down and you see Trina just kind of sitting there. She looks eager to see you, but also sits, as she's probably the most emotionally intelligent person in the party sometimes. Waits for you
That's fair.
to approach her, and as you go to hug her, she just kind of gently leans into you and makes small bear noises that sound like something comforting.
Vale is gonna say, "It's nice to see you again, Trina."
She just kind of like nuzzles her head against yours gently. As you're exiting the tavern, off to the side, you can hear the voice of a very excited, childlike person. You just hear, I'm telling you, I can feel them. I'm not lying, I can feel them. They're here. They're here. I'm telling you, we have to go this way.
I am going to meld with the wall.
What would I be rolling to know which voice it is?
You can do perception.
Okay,
gonna
so
do that as
perception, that's plus
well.
4, 16, dirty 20.
The voice does sound familiar, but at the same time, slightly different. Older.
Hmm.
As a child appears from around the corner, and they look back and goes, there! And they point directly at you, Vale.
That
told
is
you. I told you I
a
could
17
feel
on
them.
history to remember, to put 2 and 2 together.
Looking at their face and looking at their clothes, they don't really recognize their clothes, as the style is wildly unfamiliar to you. But you've seen this face before. You've seen them with Mabel. This is that kid.
Ellie?
But older. Like years older. You just saw
Did
them.
I have a name for the kid? Did I hear Mabel refer to her, to the kid as anything? Him? Her? Him?
Her.
Her.
Her?
So
Did I hear
You rolled a 17 on history? Or
history? 17 on history, dirty 20 on perception.
You recognize them, and it takes you a moment through through your trauma and your drunkenness is that's that Kit, right? Yeah. They're usually with Mabel as they turn back to an adult. They're like, they're right here. Come on. A tall elvish woman walks by. And
Wow.
the rest of you look and you don't recognize her. But Vale, you recognize this person.
She's tall.
And it's impossible. It's Ray. And that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Dun dun dun.
As the yes.
The
Clock thickens, yep.
The
That's
clock
the I'm going to stick with it.
So I'm gonna say this. Obviously,
The
since we're getting
plot
the session,
thickens, even.
this
No, the plot
this will
thickens, and it's
this won't happen. But Dante, with the mysterious otherworldly knowledge of this, leans over a veil. I was like, "See, I told you good things would happen if you join us."
So that's gonna be all for us today. The last thing I will say is that while you're leaving, Penny, you're very tired. More tired than
Accurate.
anybody else here. You actually, walking down the stairs, take a point of exhaustion.
Damn.
God dang.
You also need me to carry you.
I went uppies.
Karina,
But yes,
help
Except
our
for the-
friend.
Alright.
Except for the
Look,
fact that Penny's
look,
like
modern, like,
what?
Vale also has narcolepsy. I'm
As
so
well.
meta, even this acronym.
but yes.
Just wait till your character goes to sleep.
We should, unless anything else happens during the week, we should be back next weekend, same time, same place,
No, we won't.
same ADHD dickheads of a party. I'm kidding. I love you guys.
Wow.
I thought Modern was leaving next weekend.
Isn't that why she has
Oh, yeah.
exhaustion?
But other than Modern will be gone. We would hold off, but Modern's gonna be gone for a month, so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
We're just
She's an asshole.
she's just gonna be like Sleeping Beauty, asleep forever until.
I gotta
someone
go
finishes it.
challenge a 5-year-old to a Pokemon battle. I gotta go do this.
Oh God, are we going back to the Feywild? I remember the last time somebody was gone for a month. We went into the Feywild. I don't want to go back.
Are we
No,
using
no,
retro
no.
or modern rules for exhaustion, Taryn? Because Beyond has both
Wait,
listed.
Modern does rule, but that's besides the point.
It's a special condition,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's only affecting Penny.
No exhaustion.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this particular exhaustion is only.
Oh, I
affecting
thought you said Vale. My apologies.
Oh,
Penny. No, it's Penny. Penny's
And,
Alright.
taking a point of exhaustion,
and it lasts for a month.
and that's for a month. So, no raid today. I hope you guys had fun. I'm glad that you guys did some actual talking to each other. So happy.
Yeah.
Good
therapy,
time.
It helps.
Lots
long
of
as therapy's
reveals
not a sword.
today. Lots of lore drops. I love it. But
And then we never do it again.
gonna force you guys
Next
into a
session.
room, and the only way to leave is to tell truths about yourself.
You feelings.
Oh, Dante, what about that
How
dope?
about
What about that thing
feelings?
inside of your head? What thing inside of my head?
But
At least I'm safe inside my mind.
we'll pick up
Silent.
next week. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye. Internet.
I wouldn't say it.